Going to do a trade recap for NASDAQ and ES for the trades I took today. So going into market open, right about here is 5 a.m. and market open is right around here. On ES, we can see I took a trade right here. Did a break and retest on the 1 minute. So as price opened up, you can see right here is 6:30. Market went down, retested the midpoint, and then sold off. I entered in, you can see right as price kind of tapped the bottom of this 5 a.m. block. Had my stop at somewhere up here. I think it was right here. And my take profit was down here somewhere. But I got in right here and took profits down here. So that would have been around like 5 points on ES, risking 15 contracts. So that got me around $380. So that was the first trade. Second trade was, I think, on NQ. Nope, still on ES. So second trade on ES, this was like a trend trade. Saw that price was pushing up against this trend right here. Kind of had a break of structure coming up. I saw that price tapped into the high right here, and right here. And it was going down into this fair value gap. So I went short off the rejection right there, see it? And took that. Got out fairly quickly on this candle. I was going 10 contracts. I guess it just kind of like wicked me out, which is fine. It's another winner. And then I went over to NASDAQ because ES I saw was starting to push up. So today ES was the leading. So I went over to NQ and took 2 trades here. This first one was a loser. Kind of had the same idea right here, that trend was pushing up. So I was trying to utilize the trend. I was looking for a rejection off of this high right here to kind of come back down into this area. It didn't play out. You can see I went short, and then I got stopped out on this push up into this, I think it was a 5-minute or 15-minute fair value gap. 15. Yeah, 15-minute gap right there. So I immediately saw this 1-minute gap get created. And with this rejection candle right here with that wick, I was like, all right, let me go short one more time off of this 1-minute fair value gap. And so when I saw the price break below and the continuation right here, I got in. And I was targeting this right here, this 5-minute or 15-minute block. But when price started to reject off of this wick right here and push back up, I was like, all right, let me hit this midpoint. And that's what I did. I got out on this, where is it? Yeah, got out on this wick right here. And luckily enough, it was the perfect exit. So that was good. That was on, so I went 12 right here because my stop was super short. And then I did 8 right here because I had my stop up, and I think it was like right here on this high. So kind of the same amount of risk, just using different contract sizes. And with those 3 winners, 1 loss, so 4 trades on the day, have down here at the bottom 665, and if I bring up my trade of 8, I have that one loser with the 12 contracts was a $100 loss. Total loss was, total gain was $700. I guess there's a difference here of 665, so all good. This is a 50K Apex account, still on the eval, so not trying to rush it, not trying to risk all that money. I just have $1,000 more to go, and yeah, just trying to change it up. I think before I was over leveraging, over risking, not really taking trades out of strategy. I was just trying to risk it on 1 minute, oversizing, but now we're just taking it slower and looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum on the daily and weekly. So we got the weekly right here. Bitcoin is trying to break new highs. It might try to retest this weekly gap right here. Boom, boom. Might try to do that. If I go down to a 4-hour. Okay, we had a retest perfectly once, which is what I drew off of. It might come down one more time. Might come down and then break back up. And then I'm gonna look at Ethereum real quick for anyone out there who does crypto. But yeah, you can see that it's still kind of respecting this bull flag. Woohoo! Just kind of like right in here. So something like that. Going over to Ethereum. Ethereum looking really nice. Climbing nice and high. This is the, over here, it's the global M2 market and flows. You can see it has a huge drawdown, which is this right here on the blue line. Pump, kind of this flat zone right here, which would be this. Pumping up, up and up and up and up. So you can see this blue right here with the wick down, which was right here. And then a climb up to spike down, climb up, spike down. So what we can imagine is it's just going to keep climbing. That's kind of all I have for you right now. Trying to take it slow on the eval. Just trying to pass it with no rush. Some of my rules I have from here on forward are to obviously be patient, have a long-term outlook, win or loss, walk away and come back tomorrow. Never undo my risk restrictions and to focus on the strategy. $50 to $200 a day. That's all you really need, because $200 a day is $1,000 a week, which is $4,000 a month. So even if you make more than that, you're just setting yourself up. Got to remember, it's about the long term. 1 trade a day. If you win, just walk away. Today I took a little bit more because I was obviously feeling good. I'm not trying to trade off emotion, but again, I was just felt good. Might have to follow that one a little bit better, but yeah. Don't overtrade. Don't trade off emotions. Don't be greedy. Don't be fearful. Don't FOMO. Don't tilt. Don't look for more money. Those are big ones when it comes to trading and getting kind of locked into the screen. Don't trade if your strategy isn't presented. Some of the things I did today was still based on the strategy. I was looking for areas of rejection of liquidity, so it'd be highs, seeking out lows, using fair value gaps. The only thing I did differently today was using the 1 minute, but I only did that because we were in this weird zone. Otherwise, when I used the 5 minute on ES, earlier in the morning. I was on the 5-minute, used the 15-minute block right here, saw the 5-minute rejection. I was like, all right, cool. Let me go down to the 1 minute, and I used the 1 minute for confirmation to seek lower. Same thing on NQ. Well, I took this trade on ES, so yeah. Be able to walk away after a losing day. This builds discipline and character. So I didn't necessarily lose the first 2 trades, so I was chilling. I was willing to risk that last little bit. You don't need money from trading. This is just a side job. I have a 9-to-5 that I'm able to use that money to put into this. Focus on consistency and mastering skill. Again, that ties back into this trade right here. I'm not just trading by hitting buy or hitting sell. I'm trying to utilize, take profit, stop loss, and having proper areas where I'm not risking too much. So just following these simple rules will help me build more discipline, have patience waiting for setups, and all the good stuff. So hopefully this video found you. Hopefully it made sense to you. And yeah, deuces. Have a good one, bros.